Hey, so it's been a minute. How's it going, everybody? It's very sweet. Yeah, a lot has been going on in my life, and I just wanted to use this video as sort of like a getting everyone up to speed with what's been going on, where I've been, why there haven't been videos in. Uh, it's going on 7 months now, I think. It's been a minute. Um, Pretty much, if I remember right, I mentioned it at the end of my last upload that I was moving out of like the Detroit area to the Boston area, and I kind of just got like demolished by that, like mentally, like just sort of everything, financially even. Um, I have still been around. I have done, I think, maybe like 5 streams or something. It's not been a lot, but I tried to occasionally poke my head back into the content creating space over on Twitch just to be like, yeah, I'm still alive. I played a lot of Lethal Company with one of my friends. Where did my weapons camo go?
Oh damn, I was supposed to switch to a new gun. Start leveling something else up. Whoops.
That.
Oh, too late now.
Why can I hear that guy when he's not anywhere near me? Anyways, well, actually, I don't. If my camo's glitched, then I don't even have to worry about that. I can just do that and that and then that and then that and then that. And let's start making our way over to Tier 3. I'm just going to do Tier 3 contracts while I talk about what's been going on in life. I might have to turn the game audio down just because I feel like I'm having to shout over it a little bit. But basically, I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare 3. I actually ended up enjoying despite my extreme skepticism when they initially announced the mode, and I was even skeptical even as someone that was like enjoyed Vanguard. I was worried that this mode could have been a flop, and while the support's not been what it should by any stretch of the imagination, this mode's fun. And honestly, to me, that's the point. That's the like fact that matters, is that is the mode fun, and this one, yeah, it passes on that. I'm not signing in and being like, oh, I hate this, or just refusing to play it, like I refuse to play MW2. I just realized I only have a tier 2 pack shotgun. Before I try and do this, I'm just gonna like shoot some zombies and see how much damage I do, just to make sure this is even gonna be like possible. Hey, zombies. That's a little bit yikes, but I can make it work. I also have the Ether Blade that can bail me out if needed, so. But yeah, I moved from Detroit to Boston, moved in with my girlfriend, like finally, after we've been going out for, at that point, 6.5 years, long distance, so that aspect of my that aspect of my life has been nice. I got a new job out here, despite it not paying that great. I do have a job, so I am able to support myself. Yeah, I've just been kind of keeping to myself just so I can stay in a good headspace as I finish on getting everything sorted out here. None of my family lives out here, so I was very much on my own getting set up. I had to load all my stuff into my car and just sort of go for it. And in the meantime, I haven't been playing too many mobile games, honestly, compared to like what I had before. I've been like periodically checking on stuff like Honkai Star Rail. I haven't been playing anything regularly though. I got into Blue Archive. I don't know if I've actually mentioned it before. I have been into Uma Musume for a little while now, which is one of Cygames' like properties that's never been brought over to the West. Despite that, I actually love the series, and it's actually getting a like Mario Party like clone that they're for some reason releasing in English before they're releasing their mobile game that has all of its lore and everything. So I say lore as if it's like it's more of just like the story is not easily accessible in English apart from the animes. So I've been keeping up with Umusue stuff. And speaking of side games, I decided to pick up Granblue Fantasy Relink. One, because it was side games, and two, because a bunch of my friends said that it was supposed to be good. And so I gave it a shot, and that is like the exact game that I've been looking for a very long time now, and so I've been putting a lot of time into that. I actually had to like forcefully peel myself away from Granblue Relink in order to hop on the zombies to do the event that's going on for the bones and the skulls and everything. I'm debating on if I actually want to like try and do like streams and videos of Relink, or if I just want to play it on my own time. I also need to decide essentially what I'm doing here when it comes to content with Modern Warfare 3, if I even want to do content on MW3, or if I just want to play this as a personal game and then do content on like Black Ops 3 or something. I genuinely don't know. I grinded out Borealis already, so that is kind of out of the window. Oh, I ran the wrong way. I'm just going to cancel this contract and grab something else. I was just talking and walking, and I didn't realize I walked the wrong way. Anyways, I can still just do this, so it all works out in the end. As I was going to say before I realized I distracted myself too much, I've been enjoying MW3 a lot, and if like you guys watching would be fine with me, essentially, like doing a video, like, I don't know, like once a week of just like playing a match of like MW3 and sort of like treating it as like a diary entry, I'd be down for that. It would give me something to do. I feel like it would be in a similar vein to like what Jev does, where he just plays whatever the hell he wants and just talks. I don't know if I'm like mentally ready to start doing like any sort of like big edited projects or anything yet. But honestly, that being said, like the live comms that I did on Black Ops 3 weren't that highly edited either, so I don't know if I will try and stick to doing those kinds of things. Unfortunately, doing anything else with my dad is kind of out of the question, just based off the fact that he now lives like several states away, and I can't just go there on a whim anymore. I'd have to see if there would be some sort of way for me to like video call him or something like that, but if I were to try to do something. I'm sort of in a situation where I don't know what I want to do with the channel, despite the channel now like almost being at 1,000 subs. Well, at the point that this goes up, it might even actually be at 1,000 subs already. I had just like looked over at my phone before I started recording, and I saw a comment on the video of my dad guessing perks that mentioned that I was 1 sub off of 1,000, and I checked, and yes, that is accurate. I legitimately cannot comprehend how that number got that high. But I am apparently at 999 subs, and I really don't know what to do with that kind of information. There's also the like dilemma too, where I don't know how many people sub or like have subbed because of the Honkai Star Rail videos I did, and how many have subbed, or specifically the like Clara guide that I did, and I don't know how many people have subbed because of zombies. I might have to like try and do like a YouTube community page poll thing to try and figure out like that metric, just because I genuinely have no idea. I've been very out of the loop with my own channel these past few months, just because I haven't been looking at it all that much, just because I didn't need the extra stress of managing content creation on top of trying to find a new job and getting settled into my apartment and all this other stuff that was going on in my life. One of the other things I wanted to mention, and at the end of the day, this is going to have absolutely zero bearing on any content that ends up being made on the channel, but I recently did actually come out as non-binary, so do with that information what you will. It's not going to affect the content on the channel in the slightest. I'll have to see what kind of like upload schedule I'll have to do if I like do plan on making like a full comeback after this. Because as of right now, I kind of have no idea. I feel like I'm a broken record now at this point. I kind of have no idea what I want to do with the channel right now. There's a disciple here. I need to get out. I need to pack 3 this shotgun and get my ass out of here. Where is... There's Pack-a-Punch. Maybe I shouldn't have chose to be Tier 3 contracts as the backdrop for what I was doing while talking about this. I'm literally just live copying this. Oh, I might have to respond to that one guy that's talking in text chat about wanting to do an Elder Sigil. Actually, speaking of things that have been going on, so I actually tried to make this commentary the other day, and I realized I had completely messed up my audio settings, and so you just couldn't hear me over the sound effects of the game. Which, that was fun. That was an hour of my time wasted, because I actually did do a Tier 4 Dark Aether alone in that run, so... There's this other dude. I'll be down for Dark Aether. But yeah, I had done a Tier 4 run alone. I actually got almost all 3 of the contracts done. I failed the escort on the very last part because I threw down a Casimir, and I guess some zombies got clipped inside the ACV, and it kind of just like ruined everything. They insta-nuked the ACV from like 70% to dead, which was unfortunate, but you know, sometimes stuff like that happens. It's just out of your control, especially when you're trying to do a solo. I also have been playing a lot of Sonic Generations, actually. These, at the very least, these past couple of weeks. That announcement of was it Sonic X Shadow Generations? Really piqued my interest and got me messing around with stuff on Generations again. Legitimately, I'm like half debating on if I want to start using my second channel again, just to upload like stupid like Sonic the Hedgehog related stuff. That are just in general like lower edited like and effort videos, because I'm trying to think of the creator's name. There was another YouTuber that does zombie live comms. He does a lot of Black Ops 3. I think is the FPS Psycho that I'm thinking of. But pretty much like the way that I like structured my videos, like took the inspiration from him on how to do it. It was like, sort of like the sort of like abbreviated live comm style. Because like I guarantee you that like a bajillion other YouTubers do it. But I saw some of his videos show up in my recommended, like, before I started doing zombie stuff. And that's what sort of, like, got me to essentially start doing zombies content again. Because I had, like, next to zero interest in making content for zombies. But between that and getting really, really burnt out on Honkai Star Rail, because lo and behold, who would have thought trying to be a content creator for a mobile game fucking sucks. Like, to anyone that like sticks with that, God bless their soul. That is completely draining and unfun, in my opinion. But yeah, it is definitely difficult, and like between Honkai Star Rail just being hard to make content on, and me like getting burnt out at it, because I definitely went way too hard on the game too fast trying to make content. I think the last time I even played was when Huohuo came out. I logged in to get Dr. Ratio, and I pretty much haven't touched the game since. I still need to play all the new 2.0 stuff. If there was anything between Huohuo's release and 2.0 that was like new story content, I need to do all that too. I think tonight I might actually try and do some catching up on Honkai Star Rail, assuming I have time after I finish editing this video on down to go up on YouTube though. There it is. Oh, it's another Mega Abomination. I really hope... So, just in the last match I played, I had a Mega Abomination spawn over here, and I had to fight, like, 3 in a row. because it kept spawning the normal Mega Abomination on top of my HVT, and I really hope that doesn't happen this time. Okay, it looks like we're in the clear. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff in HSR about just everything. I've been hearing that the Penacony stuff really sort of does channel that the Honkai sort of like style of that people are going to die, and if that's the case, I definitely want in on that, because I adored the story of Honkai Impact 3rd, and if Penacony on Star Rail is going to be like that, can you please stop? He was making so much noise. Just trying to talk about how I'm excited to go back to a game that I enjoy, and meanwhile this guy is out here. There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, sure, I'll take a Pack 2 Crystal and a Sigil, and I guess I'll take another Self-Revive. Ooh, and I'll definitely take Napalm Burst over what I had. Let's see, any... Nope, no Wonder Weapon. Okay. Oh, wait, actually, I can use that Crystal that I dropped on this. There we go. Like I said at the start of the video, I was not expecting to enjoy MW3 as much as I have. And it's kind of weird, because, like, despite knowing that... One thing I should also establish first is that I think people that are losing their minds over the fact that Treyarch said that there's not going to be any new perks or enemies are like, okay, so there's not going to be new perks or enemies. They literally announced that there's going to be a new Dark Aether Rift in the season. Like, no perks or enemies is like totally fine. It has enough perks. It has enough like enemy variety, in my opinion. It doesn't need more of those, so especially not stuff that like effectively would like harm actually playing the game, like Mule Kick. Like a third weapon, I don't think people really understand how much like having a third weapon would be a bad thing in this mode unless you're exclusively using that third slot for the Scorcher, and even then you only are using like one gun 85% of the time anyways, where like right now I legitimately, if like having the Scorcher is making no difference, I'd just be using the Lockwood and Ether Blade like if I didn't have it. And I'm not even using the Scorcher to kill zombies, even in spite of its giant damage buff that it got, which it was needed, but that is an insane amount. 400%? Hot damn. God. I also, oh god, come to think of it, I actually, like, forgot to mention this. I don't know if I even mentioned this in the commentary that I ended up scrapping. I got back into PSO2 recently. I've been playing that, and I also changed my character from the Ship 2 server to the Ship 1 server, because I don't want to sound mean when I say this, but like because this very much was a me thing. I just was not vibing with the people on Ship 2 anymore. There very much was like a disconnect that I was feeling between myself and essentially every player on Ship 2. I ended up finding some of that actually streams over on. Sorry about that. I had to like stop and like actually process what was in that rift for a second. I've been talking with some of that streams over on Ship 1 on PSO2, BVNez, and I decided that yeah, it was about time that I switched servers, because I also like enjoyed spending time with my Ship 1 alliance more than my Ship 2 alliance. I felt that there was sort of like a social aspect to the game that I was missing from Ship 2. I don't know if I'm gonna try to even like make content on PSO2 anymore, especially since the like whatever that's like 2 times that I tried to, it got no views like at all. Like I love that game, but the viewership for it definitely is not there, and it doesn't help that Sega doesn't give the game the support that it needs, and the community just like, well, not even necessarily like the community wants the game to be good, but there's this like very loud like sect of people that are very like anti PSO2 or something. I've seen a few videos out there of people that of people essentially just like trying to, well, I don't even know like how to word it, because it's not like hardcore hate boner. It's like they seem very like emotionally invested in not wanting the game to be better or anything, but just like insulting the game, if that makes sense. I try not to give that kind of stuff like too much attention, because, and while I am very much aware that like this can go on like the opposite side of the spectrum as well, I think just like solely looking for the negative and stuff is really bad, and I feel like a lot of people, especially in like the zombies community, should have a wake-up call about that for a lot of stuff, especially since like in-season stuff like Infinite Warfare got roasted to the ends of the earth. Not a single like creator would stand up to defend Infinite Warfare in season, but then years later they come back and be like, Infinite Warfare was great. Like, no, but this isn't like a wine. It didn't change because it got older. It's still the same game that you were saying a few years ago that was terrible. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we have people out here that'll vehemently defend something and claim that there's like nothing wrong with it. I don't see it like as much in the zombies community of people like being like, the term that I've sort of come up for it is toxic positivity, and I haven't seen it be that much of an issue in the zombies community, honestly. A lot of the time, just because it's a lot of people hating on whatever the current mode is, unless it's a Treyarch game, in which they will then say it's the best mode ever, with the exception of Cold War, because Cold War tried to do something other than round-based for part of its season. I feel like I've seen it most in like the like Sonic the Hedgehog space, honestly. The one that words are hard. The one thing that I see it happen with most when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog is specifically Sonic 06. I'm sorry, there is not a single person on the face of the planet that can convince me that there is a single video game out there worse than Sonic 06. And I should mention also, specifically when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, there's not anyone that will be able to convince me that any of the games is worse than Sonic 06. Sonic 06 does not work on a fundamental level and has bad writing. I cannot fathom how someone can pretend that Sonic Forces is worse than it. Like, there are people out there that I've seen that'll very much try and say that Sonic Forces is the worst game ever, and I literally can't wrap my brain around that. And then another thing too, I guess this is like a super hot take in the zombies, or not in the like Sonic community. I think Project 06 is dog shit. Like I've played that firsthand. I think it's, and I know this is like an extreme hot take. I think that honestly, Project 06 somehow makes Sonic 06 feel worse. To me, at the very least, it does. Like, to me, it just shows that there's nothing you can do to make that game better. Meanwhile, on the other hand, the one complaint that I see about Forces all the time is that the gameplay with straight lines, which I heard that joke's been made a billion times with Sonic Unleashed, and people herald like the Unleashed project on Generations is one of the best things ever created in gaming. So that's a whole other story too. These guys waiting to go into the Dark Ether. Oh, they must be Foreman Squad. Oh, that dude actually is using a ray gun. Nice. The ray gun got buffed, and did I mention earlier? I don't know. My memory's not great sometimes. I might have mentioned earlier about how the ray gun's actually pretty good on a MW3 now after the buff. I was able to actually sit down and use the ray gun essentially for a tier 4 Dark Ether, and then just to chill in tier 3 for an entire match. So, all right, and we're going. But yeah, that's the whole Sonic the Hedgehog. I could do an entire video where I play through a match of MW3 Zombies talking about how I think that both the Sonic the Hedgehog community, well not both, but just the Sonic the Hedgehog community has just gone absolutely batshit insane. I don't think I've seen a level-headed take from a Sonic fan in like 5 years at least, possibly 10. I don't know what happened. Like, it's pretty much, I think, since Mania came out. Ever since Sonic Mania came out, I feel like there hasn't been, like, people in the Sonic community haven't been sane. Because they released, and that's a whole nother thing too. I know this is another I know that this back half of the video is just Sonic the Hedgehog hot takes now at this point. I did not enjoy Mania at all. Most of the game was just copy and pasted from the Sega Genesis, and like there was it 3 original levels? I can't even remember 2 of them. The only one I remember was Studiopolis? Is that what it's fucking called? What, Studiopolis, the one that had the good music, and then beyond that, I'm clueless. I don't remember what the other 2 were. I do remember stages from Sonic Superstars more than I remember stages from Mania. And Superstars also, at the very least, tried to have original stages. It didn't just have your Green Hill, your Sky Sanctuary, your whatever else Mania had, Chemical Plant, I think. Okay, I don't know what these guys are planning on, but I was going to plan on... Ooh, one of them just died. I think we're good. I think I'm going to grab the Outlast. Oh. Just say I love you. The good thing about this Outlast contract is that this like zip line right here puts you like right on top of it. Also, what in the world just happened to my FOV? Like, I'm not crazy, right? It just got even wider than max? What is going on here? Oh, there's a turn. There's so many, like, friendly AI right now. I can't even tell what's friendly and what's enemy. Is that perk can down there somewhere? Jeez, there's so much stuff going on right now. But yeah, TLDR, I'm not a fan of Sonic Mania in the slightest. I can admire that they did a good job of like actually recreating how like the Genesis games control and everything, but to me that game has no soul. It is a soulless reselling of Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. Oh, gold armor. Yeah, sure, I'll take that over that. There's this... Ooh, an Elder Sigil, too. Where do I want to drop that in? Sure, I'll drop that in there. Drop a Pack 2 crystal for those guys. Wait, hold up. Is the start of the contract in the zone? What the hell? There's also a Mega Abomination over there, just kind of chilling. Oh, he's stuck in the building. I was trying to figure out what was going on over there. Oh my god, the Mega Abomination just climbed onto the roof. Oh my god, I'm getting jumped by it. Oh my god. Oh my god. There is so much going on right now. There we go. Got another head off the Mega. It's a good thing I tried to plate up or else I wouldn't be alive right now. Oh, there's another Mega. Oh my god, wait, the ACV's already moving. Who moved it? I just watched a dog get hit by the car and die. Okay, I think we got this under control. I think these guys actually do have, like, the shit they need, so. I think we all got gold armor and ether blades and everything. Dude, these damage buffs to the Scorcher actually make it usable, and I appreciate that. This thing was, like, only good for movement before the buff. Dude, actually, speaking of Dark Ether, well, not speaking of, but I just thought with the Dark Ether rifts coming up with the Season 2 Reloaded, I wonder how it's gonna work, because I think I read something about the new rift being that, like, Terminus outcomes chased you in or something. But yeah, I was reading that, like, the story of the new rift is that, like, Terminus outcomes chased you into the Dark Ether or something, and so I wonder if there's gonna be mercs in the new rift. Nice, another Ether Blade case, we'll take that. I don't need another Elder Sigil, or the Death Perception, or Pack 1 Crystal, so... And we got 4 minutes, so I'm gonna try and get myself out of here then. There we go. Give those guys a good old GG good run, and let's get myself on out of here. And that rift complete. That's match complete. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was gonna say it's a bit different, but really it's kind of more the same, honestly. It's sort of the same stuff that I have been doing, just now it's MW3 instead of Black Ops 3. But yeah, I don't know what my next upload's gonna be. I might try and do some streaming on Twitch a bit more consistently. I'll have to see how I end up feeling about it after making this video and stuff. On top of that, I hope you all had a good day, and thank you for 1,000 subscribers if I actually did manage to hit that in the time that I was working on this video. Have a good day.